Fat loss is difficult. I've lost 50 kilos and it took me 2.5 years to lose that much weight. But before that, I tried and failed for over 7. Looking back now though, I can see what changes I could have made to make my fat loss journey faster and easier. How? By managing my environments better. The first environment is your kitchen. So as you know by now, to lose weight and to lose fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit, which just means to burn more calories than you consume. And there's 2 ways you can do that. You can either exercise more or you can eat less. Eating less is by far easier, and that's why nutrition is more important than anything else, even training. Like, let's say you want to burn 300 calories. How many calories you burn does depend on factors like gender, age and weight. But in general, to burn 300 calories, you need to be exercising at a moderate intensity for half an hour. Now let's say you want to eat 300 less calories a day. All you need to do is eat 1 less chocolate bar. Like, a Snickers in the UK is 245 calories. A Cadbury's Dairy Milk in the UK is 240 calories. So by making that comparison, you can see that exercising for half an hour to burn 300 calories is a lot harder than just eating 1 less chocolate bar a day. And that's why food choices matter. Because let's say you spend half an hour exercising, then later in the day, you go and have that chocolate bar. You've cancelled those calories out. So when it comes to fat loss, when you're trying to lose weight, you can exercise as much as you want. But if you're making the wrong food choices, which means you go over on your calories, you're not going to lose fat. And that's why managing your environments, like the kitchen, is essential. Because if you do it right, you can make making the right choices easier. Like, here are 2 simple steps. Step 1. Create your own space in the kitchen. Have a shelf in the cupboard or pantry and a space in the fridge that is just yours. No one else can eat from there and you can't eat from anywhere else. Step 2. Fill those spaces with healthy foods. So I know I made that sound easy, and making the right food choices when you go out for food shopping is a challenge in itself, but you can make that easier too. All you need to do is, before you go food shopping, write down a list of what you're going to buy. Then when you go there, turn on tunnel vision and only look for and buy the things that are on your list. So after you do those 2 steps, create your own space in the kitchen and fill those spaces with healthy foods. Every time you go there, every time you go into the kitchen, the only options you have available to you are healthy ones. And that will make it easier to stick to your fat loss plan, which means you'll be less likely to fall off. And as a result, you'll lose fat faster. The second environment is your living spaces, like your bedroom or your living room. And to get in shape, you want to make sure your living spaces are always tidy. There's 3 problems with having a messy environment. The first is that it reinforces the belief that you're lazy. Like, let's say you have piles of clothes in your bedroom, bottles lying around, and everything is everywhere. That is a lazy person's environment. And as we know, laziness is a reason why we got overweight in the first place. And laziness is just a belief. You're not inherently lazy. It's just the way you're acting in this moment in time. So wouldn't it make sense that if you break the belief that you're lazy by keeping your living spaces tidy, it'll make it easier to do the things to lose weight, like going to the gym and eating healthier. The second problem is a messy environment clutters your mind. Like, everyone's minds nowadays are already so messy and busy. We have social media, the news, TV shows, there's so much going on. Add a messy environment on top of that, and it just adds to the chaos, it just adds to the stress. And when you have so much going on in your head, it makes it harder to get things done. And that's why a cluttered environment leads to a cluttered mind and a cluttered body. And that's just another reason why we should keep our living spaces tidy. No one wants a messy bedroom or living room. It's always in the back of our minds to get it tidied. But we keep saying we'll do it later. And that is the third problem. Like, I'm a big believer in how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you have the I'll do it tomorrow mindset when it comes to keeping tidy, you'll have that same mindset for when it comes to other things in your life, like fitness. Breaking out that mindset is simple. Just keep your living spaces tidy. Because if you're constantly on top of it, if you're always keeping your living spaces tidy, if you're always maintaining that, you'll develop the I'll do it now mindset. And that will carry over into going to the gym, into eating healthy, into losing weight. The third environment is your phone. Your digital environment is just as important as your physical environment. Earlier, we talked about how to restructure your kitchen. By creating your own space and only filling it with healthy foods, you remove the temptation to make the wrong choices. And you can do the same with your phone, just by deleting and installing certain applications. The first type of apps you should delete are food delivery apps, for obvious reasons. The second type of apps you should delete are apps like Netflix, because that can cause you to procrastinate and stop you from doing things like going to the gym. Then replace those apps by installing apps that can make your fat loss journey easier. Apps like calorie trackers, workout planners, and journals. Or you can just do what I do and use a notes app on your phone. If you're not intentional with the apps that you use and install on your phone, it can get in the way of you losing weight. But if you are intentional, it can make your fat loss journey easier. So working out and eating healthy are by far the biggest plays when it comes to losing fat. But you can make those processes easier by managing your environments better. Because if you align everything towards your goals, you're going to make your life easier. You're going to make achieving your goals easier. And that will make the whole process faster.